Hi, folks. Welcome to the Weekend Investing Daily Bite of 14th of November. And what a clean sweep NDA has had in Bihar. I think nobody was expecting it, not even the party itself. And the people's mandate is certainly very, very clear. Now, the lessons that we can draw from this is that whatever we are expecting may not happen. And that's been proven again and again that the markets or, elections in this example have a mind of their own. The masses have the mind of their own, which no analysis is able to capture. So, whenever we think of stocks, sectors, markets, realize that, whatever be the analysis, the real thing is what the trend actually is, where the Bhav actually is moving, the Bhav Bhagwan principle, the BBC principle. And it's yet again proven that all analysis, all predictions actually fall flat. The markets were a bit volatile. There was a sell on news this morning where the markets tried to go below the 2 day low, but then towards the end, there was also a recovery. So markets are in fine fettle from that point of view. Let's go in and take a look at some charts. Disclaimer as always, please read fully, understand it, and then move forward in the video. Do subscribe to our channel. Approximately 48% of you who are regularly watching this videos are not subscribing. So please do so. Nifty chart, you can see how it opened low, stayed a bit low for significant part of the day, but did not close this gap. So the market was weak versus yesterday, but not weak enough to close this gap, which would ideally would have happened, and then shot back up to close at near the previous 2 day close high. So markets are in fine fettle from this point of view. Of course, net we didn't gain much, 0.12% on Nifty. Nifty Junior absolutely flat, but volatile during the day. You can see the candle is very wide versus the previous 2 day candle, minus 0.09% there. Mid caps absolutely flat again, 0.04%, so a doji candle. Small caps marginal gain at 0.18%. Uh, Nifty Bank moving up nicely and closing at perhaps an all-time high close at 0.23%, which is a fantastic outcome anytime, an all-time high close. Gold very flat today, 0.08% minus. Silver continues to rally 1.14%, very near its previous highs. So silver is taking the lead. And here you can see the advanced decline trends where the green line, which is the advances, first declined, then rose, then declined through the day, and then rose back again. And by the end, the numbers were pretty much even, 237 to 263. So 237 stocks advanced and 267 declined. On the Nifty heat map, you can see TCS absolutely flat. State Bank of India, Bajaj Finance, Axis Bank, Geo Finance, Coal, BEL, Adani Enterprise, Sun Pharma, Hindustan Levers, all of them gaining. And you had some steel stocks, Tata Steel, JSW Steel, commodity stocks, Hindalco, Ultrasemco, uh, auto stocks, Maruti, Eicher Motors, Tata Motors, Infosys in the IT space, ONGC, ICICI Bank. Several stocks were losing also today, but pretty much sort of even scales between gainers and losers. Similarly, in Nifty Next 50 space, also you can see Hyundai, Pidilite, TVS Motors, Naukri, HAL, Divi's Lab, BPCL, Hinzinc, all of them losing, and Mazdok, VBL, ABB, Adani Power, Canara Bank, Bajaj Holding, Bank of Baroda, PNB, all these stocks were gaining. So PSU banks look like flavor of the day. Movers, mover of the day is KRBL. So quarterly profit of 68% jump, margin expansions, revenue also up, KRBL up 13.26%. I guess the market was not at all expecting this kind of outcome from this stock. In the sectoral trends, you can see defense again moving up. So 1.36% on the defense index. PSU banks, yes, 1.17% up. Central PSC is also 0.9% up. So if we see over the last 1 month, PSU banks have done the best actually at plus 10%. So maybe there is a expectation that in the budget, perhaps some large scale mergers or reorganization of PSU banks will get announced. What was losing was Nifty IT on the back of drop in IT stocks in the US. Metals also lost some ground, 0.9%. Autos were down about 0.5%. These were some of the sectors where some bigger moves were visible. In the defense space, you can see the chart is looking reasonably all right. I would say a sort of a double bottom here. and moving up, and a 2 day rest and then moving up again. Data patterns, Paras Defense, Dynamatic, HAL, and Bharat Forge were the stocks moving up in this space. In the US markets, on the previous session, you had a down day, 1.5% down on S&P 500 and Dow Jones, 2.25% down on Nasdaq, which is a big deal actually for the US market. The kind of market cap size that is there, 2% drop would mean a lot. And Russell was down almost 2.75%. In the stocks that were dropping, Walt Disney dropped 8%, Tesla dropped 6%, Palantir 6%, Intel 5%, and Broadcom 4%. So big drops in several of these counters. And you can see how badly Walt Disney shareholders would have got ambushed in just 4 sessions prior to yesterday. Stock went from 110 to 116, 117, and then a crash to 104. Quite a dramatic crash here. The disclaimer here is that some of these stocks may be part of the weekend investing US stock strategy, and these are certainly not recommendations. Tweets of the day. Okay, so yes, so this is a heat map from the US market last night. The US stock market lost $1 trillion in value just in a single day. And that is almost equivalent to 20% of India's entire market cap. So, the scale of the US markets is just enormous. So, whenever we think of India, we say that, we are a very fast growing economy. That is fine. But our quantum of growth, even if we are growing at 7% and we are a $5 trillion economy, we are adding only so much to the value. Whereas a 25-30 trillion economy, even if it moves at 3%, it adds like 20% of India's market cap in just one day, in one year. So the scales are very, very different, and certainly the mother market, the US market, uh, is certainly respected for that reason in a huge way. This other tweet was about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is just crashing hard. Yesterday it was 103,000. Now today it was nearly 96 or 97,000. And a lot of the Bitcoin hodlers are becoming a lot worried. What is this happening? Because big players were buying, big institutions are buying, some countries are also buying, uh, and the problem here is that there is one entity, MicroStrategy, which is led by Michael Saylor, who is the main proponent of the Bitcoin brigade. He has become the elephant in the room. So he has holdings of some, I'm not even sure what is that number, but uh, the Bitcoin holdings are 641,000 is what is the Bitcoin holding, uh, and the price, average price at which his holding is at 75 or 76,000. But he has bought at higher prices as well and taken a lot of debt in the company to buy Bitcoin. Now the problem is that whenever the market knows then that there is a entity which is leveraged to the gills, the market will always try to bring it down. This has happened so many times in the past that I remember in 2017-18 there was a very popular small cap manager, and he openly declared that he holds 15% of this small cap and you know 12% of that small cap. Exactly those small caps were brought down because once the market knows that you will be stuck, once the liquidity is withdrawn from those counters, you will have to liquidate. So below a certain level, MSTR, which is the company held by Michael Saylor, will have to liquidate below a certain price. The math will not work for him. So this is the biggest danger in Bitcoin that is currently going on. Anyhow, we are at the end of this episode. If you like this episode, do like and share this video. Do watch the other video this later this evening. That will be on Ask Weekend Investing Round, where we will answer all your queries. Thank you so much. Bye bye.